I'm going to break down for you 7 mindset secrets that have made me and my clients millions of dollars using the power of their fucking mind. Let's first of all identify, what does mindset even mean? You know, you hear this word get thrown around a lot, mindset, but nobody truly understands the power of the mind. I went to a mastermind this weekend with 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs to speak about mindset because the guy hosting the mastermind understands that mindset is the key. He started working with me and he had his 2 best business months back to back. All right? What is mindset? When I was at this mastermind, people thought they knew what mindset was. Right? They were like, yeah, mindset's discipline, mindset's taking action, mindset's thinking positive thoughts, mindset is affirmations. All wrong, guys. The way you have been told to think about mindset is inaccurate and wrong. Mindset says it in the fucking name. Mindset. What is your mind set on? Your mind is going to be set on something, okay? And what you set your mind on is what you're going to draw into your reality, okay? Let's break this down. What are thoughts? Energy, all right? These thoughts, which are energy, can be molded, can be directed. How do we do that? Emotion. What is emotion? Energy in motion. What does this create? Motion. You guys watching this right now, think about some big goals you've achieved in your life. Think about some big goals you've achieved in your life, right? Now, when you actually reverse engineer it and you think, how did I actually achieve that goal? I can guarantee you right now that the way you achieved it was in a way that you could have never really comprehended yourself. Some weird synchronicity happened or some download happened in your mind, and then that allowed you to gravitate towards it, and it gravitated towards you. You do not just go out into this world and take action and you just move towards the goal. The goal moves towards you based off the energy, frequency, and vibration you are operating from. There are 2 ways you can achieve your goals. Number 1 is you can push and force and struggle towards your goals, which is what most people do. They're struggling, they're pushing, they're forcing, they're constantly in fear, constantly in scarcity, and no matter how much they achieve, they still feel like shit. That is the weakest way to achieve your goals, and more importantly, that's not from God, because God wants you to operate from joy, love, and peace. We can still be savages and go after our goals and still operate from joy, love, and peace. Okay, now, understanding that our thoughts are energy, energy converts into emotions, energy in motion, and then that creates motion with attraction and action in your reality. But it all begins at the thought level. Now, let's understand this. If it was just as simple as think positively, bro. Just think positive thoughts. This is what most people think mindset is. I'm not that guy, bro. I take universal laws, universal principles, and then we use them to reprogram the mind. Now, let's talk about this. You have 2 minds. Did you know that? Probably fucking not. Think about what you actually want to do in your life. You want to wake up earlier. You want to go to the gym. You want to work on your business more. You want to move more. You want to take more action. Why the fuck are you not doing it, bro? Think about that. Because you guys hear my message, but you don't understand it, bro. You don't understand it. Yeah, man, mindset's important. Well, fucking apply it then, bro. There's a difference between knowing something and then applying it. Knowledge is weak, bro, unless it's applied. You get all these comments on my YouTube videos and people DM me, value, bro, value. I don't give a fuck if it was valuable, bro. Money's valuable, but if it's not in your bank account, it holds no value, bro. You could see $1 million in cash and go, that's value. But if it ain't in my bank, it don't mean shit to me. So you can hear information and go, oh, that was valuable, man. What the fuck are you going to do with it? Now, understand, you have 2 minds. You have your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. If you're not working with your subconscious mind, you're leaving so much power, so much potential, so much money, so much success on the fucking table. It's like me asking you, do you want to make more money? Do you want to live a better life? And you're like, no, I don't. Your subconscious mind is about 90% of how you operate. In your subconscious mind is where your beliefs are. Do you think your beliefs hold any power in your life, bro? You think your beliefs have any power in your life? What you believe to be true, do you think that holds power in the way you show up in this world? Of course, my brother. Beliefs drive behavior, okay? Beliefs drive action. Belief creates our results. The belief we hold about the world, and more importantly, the belief we hold to be true about ourselves, is the potential we're going to tap into. If you don't believe something, you're not going to move towards it. You're not going to move towards it, bro. So if you don't believe it, you ain't going to achieve it. As simple as that. What else is in the subconscious mind? Your emotions. Do you think that your emotional state you operate from holds any effect on how you show up in the world? Imagine I came on this video right now. Bro, we're going to talk about mindset. I've got 7 hacks that I've learned that are going to help you get there. So you wouldn't fucking believe me, bro. You wouldn't believe me. But because I'm in a high frequency emotion right now, because I operate from love, joy, and peace, that is converted energy, bro. And that manifests into the world. Emotions, brother. Most people operate from shame, guilt, anger, sadness. And they wonder why their life ain't changing. They wonder why no matter how much they achieve externally, they still feel like shit. Because unless you change your emotional set points in life, you're always going to go back to how you feel. And guess what? Money is external. How you appear to look is external. A girlfriend is external. Nothing external is ever going to change how you feel internally. Nothing external will ever change how you feel internally. So how do you do that? Well, how the fuck do you change something if you don't know what it is you actually want? Do you understand what the opposite of the life you want to live right now looks like? Can you experience that in your mind? Are you clear on the emotions you want to operate from? If you say, John, I want to operate from love, peace, and joy, do you even understand what it means to operate from joy? Can you experience that emotion now? Because if not, how the fuck are you going to step into that? You can't, bro. You are so familiar with what it's like to feel shame and guilt and anger, so you just operate from that state. It's your default state. Emotion, second one. Third one, habits. Habits make or break a man. If you have weak habits, you're going to be a weak fucking man. If you have weak habits, you're going to get weak results. Think about it. Compare John version 1. Snoozes alarm, doesn't work out, doesn't focus, doesn't eat clean, watches porn, scrolls social media, versus John wakes up at 4:44 every day, hits the gym hard as fuck, eats his macros, works on his business, makes money, meditates, doesn't scroll. Who the fuck's going to win out of these two guys, man? Who do you think is going to win? Obviously the second brother. And guess what? He's fucking winning. Because my habits are going to determine the type of man I am and the character that I build. Habits are very powerful because once you build a habit, whether it's good or bad, your subconscious mind does not care. It doesn't care. It's a habit. So, I haven't even got into the fucking video today, you know? We haven't even got into the source right now, guys. And already, we're 8 minutes in, no stutters, no slip-ups, straight from the heart, value. So now I'm going to talk about the 7 things that I shared at this mastermind, the 7 principles, the 7 fucking secrets, if you want to call it that. Fucking gay, bro. I hate this entrepreneur space. Now, I don't want to use the word hate. I don't like this entrepreneur space. This online make money space. Because all these fucking guys are telling you bullshit. If they ain't telling you it's God, if they ain't telling you you can go and figure this out by yourself and you don't need to buy their fucking program and you don't need the secrets and the help, they're lying to you, bro. I can help you by helping you master your mindset. And even in my coaching and what I work with people on, it's principles. And my ultimate goal is for you to think for yourself. Because at the end of the day, bro, I can't tell you what's right for you. I can't tell you this is the best business model. I can't tell you this is the way you should live your life. But I can tell you, if you use the power of your God-given potential, your mind, and you operate from your heart, which God blessed you with, then guess what? God's going to fucking guide you. And then God's going to give you the life you truly want in your heart. That's facts. No one says it as real as John Gab. Anyway, let me relax. Mindset. We've covered a lot of this shit. I'm going to repeat it. What even is mindset? It's simply what is your mind set on? This is point number 1. What is your mind set on? If your mindset is on weakness and lack and scarcity and failing and fear, you're going to gravitate towards that because you always move towards what you're most familiar with. Simple. You always move towards that which you are most familiar with. Okay? If you're familiar with what it's like to be broke, to be out of shape, to be a bitch, you will keep attracting more of those results to you. And here's the thing, guys. When I was starting off here, my mindset was this. I'm a bitch. I'm not winning, I want to win. But my default mindset was I'm a bitch. So even when I achieved these external results and I was making stupid money, I was fucking jacked, I was traveling the world, I still didn't feel good. Why? Because I hadn't changed my mindset. Ultimately, I pushed and I forced my way towards my goals. When I truly started to understand the power of the mind, that's when my reality truly changed. The external results, yes, they changed, but what changed more important for me was my internal world, my relationship with God. If you do not have a relationship with God, stop watching my content, because God is the foundation of your fucking life, and God is going to allow you to live your best life. If you do not believe in God, you are worshipping something outside of you, money or a girl or your physique or something outside of you, which means you're living in the flesh, which means you don't love God. And then you don't know love if you don't know God. God made you perfect in his image. God wants you to operate and be the best version of yourself. If you are chasing external things, you are chasing the wrong thing. Click off my fucking videos. Second of all, with your mindset, understand it's energy, like I said. Where focus goes, energy flows. If you put your thoughts and your mind onto what you want, you will draw that back to you. You will take actions towards that. Again, I know many brothers who are making money, but they ain't winning, bro. Because bits of paper, believe it or not, don't change how you feel. One of my quotes I've created, philosopher John, is money will change your life, but money will not change you. Go ahead and make your money. We need money. Money should be abundant in your life. You should have lots of money so you can do fun things. You can travel the world. I've been traveling for 2.5 years now, made hundreds of thousands of dollars whilst doing that, been able to live in luxury, do what I want, when I want. Trust me, money is amazing, but do not worship money and do not make money the root of your life. Money is secondary. Money is below you. Okay? God is everything you need in your life is going to come from God. If you connect with God and pray to God and believe in God, he will supply with you abundantly. Okay? Mindset, what is your mindset on? You will attract what you think about. Thoughts become feelings, feelings become actions, and you draw that back to you from the results you get in your life and the external reality you live in. You're going to then use that as evidence to support your thinking. So you go, oh, look, bitch results. I'm a bitch. Let me act like a bitch and I become more of a bitch and I get bitch results. So you have to look outside. You have to look inside of you first, bro. Everyone's out here trying to change the external, bro. What are you doing? Like, think about this, yeah? If you see yourself as a bitch, you're going to take bitch action and you're going to get bitch results, and then you're going to see yourself as a bitch. So if you try to change the external world first, think about this. Let's say you want to make money, or you want to get in shape, or you want to do something in your life externally. You look at the external to give you the validation. I'll feel confident when I have money in my bank. I'll feel good when I have this. I will feel good when X, Y, Z. So in the pursuit of the goal, you're telling me you don't have confidence, you don't have power, you don't have certainty. How the fuck are you going to achieve the goal? How the fuck are you going to achieve the goal? And even if you achieve the goal, if you're only tapping into limited power, you're going to get limited results, my brother. It's like you can tap into your full potential by going within first. From tapping into that full potential, take full action and get better results. Do you understand? As within, so without. Simple as that. Second one, you have two minds, bro. You have two minds, believe it or not. You have the conscious mind and you have the subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is the mind that is logical and analytical. I want this and I want that and this is what needs to happen, blah, 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 blah. You need the conscious mind. But you have to use the conscious mind in the right way. Most people I speak to do not use their conscious mind in the correct way. They're using their conscious mind in the wrong way. Discipline, willpower, forcing, pushing. Yeah, all working against the most powerful component of your mind, which is your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, like we've said, is where your beliefs, your habits, and your emotions reside. So if your habits, your beliefs, and your emotions reside in the subconscious mind, and we've covered that those are the most powerful things in your fucking mind, and you're not reprogramming them, and they are programmed to work against you, how the fuck are you gonna win, bro? Are you retarded? No, I'm just gonna keep on fighting my program. Bro, you have a subconscious mind that has been programmed since you was born. Show me the boy from when he's born to age 5 and I'll show you the man. If you do not question your beliefs and reprogram them, if you do not analyze your habits and question them, if you do not analyze your emotions and question them and start to decide, this is what I want to believe, these are the habits I want, these are the emotions I want to operate from, you're operating from an old paradigm, my bro. A paradigm that was given to you by some fucking loser, most likely, like a teacher or society. Or somebody who does not have the results you want, like your parents. Are your parents multi-millionaires? Are your parents jacked? Are your parents truly happy? Maybe, maybe not. But if they are not, and you've believed things from them, about money, about success, about life, well, then that's your program. And you're looking at your parents like, respectfully, I don't want to be like them. So you're operating like them. What the fuck results are you going to get? You have to reprogram your subconscious mind. Let me ask you this. Have you got new results in your life that you want? Have you been able to change your life the way you truly want? No. Why? Because you haven't reprogrammed your subconscious. Let me ask you, in the past few weeks, days, months, how much time have you spent in reprogramming your mind? And even if you say, yeah, I have. No, you haven't, bro. Because I ask you, what have you done to reprogram your mind? When I worked on my business, when I took action, I watched a podcast. I went to the gym. That's not reprogramming your mind, dummy. How you reprogram your subconscious mind is by going into a meditative state. So you bypass the conscious mind and you step into the subconscious mind using imagination, using emotion. You have to lower your brain frequencies, your brain waves, to get into alpha and theta brain waves, where your subconscious mind is most suggestible to what you are telling it. So if you want to change your life and you're trying to do it with conscious willpower alone, it's always going to fight and resist. Why? Because all your brain cares about is safety and efficiency. Anything that goes against that, it goes, we don't need that, bro. And guess what? The beliefs you hold, the emotions you hold, the habits you hold, at once upon a time in your life, they kept you safe and saved energy. So your brain's like, this is what we know, let's just stay where we are. The brain wants to take the path of least resistance. But you have to reprogram the subconscious mind. And guess what? You're not doing that. So no wonder you keep on repeating the same result again and again and again and again and again. It's like saying, I'm skinny. Well, have you gone to the gym? No. What the fuck do you expect, bro? Have you progressively overloaded? Have you ate the macros? No. What the fuck do you expect then? It's simple. Life is simple. Life is fucking simple. You understand my message right now. To change your life, you have to reprogram your mind. It has to be reprogrammed. It's programmed, so you have to reprogram it. But you ain't reprogramming it. And you wonder why you keep getting the same results. You have two minds. Use the subconscious mind to impress the subconscious mind. The subconscious is feminine. The conscious is masculine. It will listen to what the fuck you tell it. It needs to be persuaded. It needs to be influenced. It needs to be sold. You sell yourself on winning, and your subconscious mind starts to believe in that, starts to emotionalize that, and then your reality will reflect that. Point number 3, identity. Identity is repeated beingness. From being we do, from doing we have. Our identity is simply how we see ourselves. Identity means repeated beingness, like I just said. If you are consistently being somebody, you're going to shape an identity of being that motherfucker, and then you're going to do the things that that motherfucker does, and then you're going to get the results of that motherfucker. I want to stop swearing, so I'm going to stop swearing. But you understand my point. Most people think it's do, be, have. No, it's be, do, have. Be the guy, do the thing, have the thing, reinforce the identity. Alex Hormozi, one of my biggest mentors, says, you don't get confidence by shouting in the mirror affirmations and saying you're confident. You get confidence by going out there and taking action. I disagree. Why? Because if I ask you right now, tell me why you're not confident, you're going to find evidence to support that belief. Here's why I'm not confident. 1, 2, 3. But I can ask you the same question. Tell me why you are confident. You can find evidence to support that. There are things in your life you have done which have built confidence. The problem is your mind is mindset, on not being confident, so you find evidence to support that belief. The belief is internal. So instead of going out and doing, let me ask you, when would you define being confident? Can you even define that shit, bro? Do you ever get to a day where you go, I am confident? This was a day I became confident. No, it never happens. You never get to a day in your life where you say, now I'm confident, tick. You make a decision now, I am fucking confident. Because confidence is a decision. And then, of course, from the belief, it will drive the behavior. You can't say, I am confident, and then be a fucking bitch. Obviously, it doesn't work like that, but you have to be it first. How would the guy who says, I'm going to do things to be confident, how is he going to show up? Versus the guy who's like, I'm fucking confident. Being from that energy. How is he going to go and do? He's going to take very different actions, right? I'll give you a simple example. Let's say you're a waiter in a restaurant and you're doing your job. Hey, how you doing today? Here's the bill, here's the receipt, whatever the fuck else you're saying, right? Versus you're being the best waiter in the world. How would you even define those two? Doing the job or being the best waiter in the world? How is that guy going to show up? Confident, certain. He's going to get more tips. He's going to project different energy. He's going to get better results. It's not about what you do, it's how you do it. And this is linked to your identity. Understand how you see yourself. The person you see is the person you will be. If you see yourself, let's say there's a 100% here, right? Let's say there's a bar, 100%. Let's say you're only tapping into 50% of your potential. Well, what's going to happen? You're going to get 50% of action because you're only going to see, I only have this potential, 50% that. You get 50% of the results. Then that reinforces your identity and it loops around. But if you fucking be the guy, and you're like, I'm that motherfucker now, bro. I'm already that guy. Then you step into the world like that guy. Like, look at this fucking video, guys. We're 20 minutes into it. Have you ever seen a guy with this much energy and conviction in his message before? Fuck no. You think I just was this guy? No, I became this guy. I'm being the guy now, bro. I've crystallized my higher self so much. How he thinks, how he feels, how he acts, how he speaks. I've studied for hours, thousands of hours on these topics. But I always saw myself as this guy. If I was just doing the video, you wouldn't be watching this far, bro. Do you understand? It's not about doing, it's about being. From being, we do. From doing, we have. Identity. The person you see is the person you will be. If you see yourself as a winner, you will win. If you see yourself as a loser, you will lose. Number 4, energy. It's not about what you do, it's how you do it. We just spoke about this. But energy, guys, is your thoughts. Thoughts can be bent. They can be formed. And from that energy, you can direct it into this reality, into the universe. And that thought will be shaped into your reality. Thoughts are things, guys. Thoughts are the process of action being born. Thoughts are the process of action being born. Einstein said, imagination is the preview of life's coming attractions. Imagination is the preview of life's coming attractions. So when you start to direct your thoughts with intensity, with emotion, with clarity, with direction, with focus. Think about a magnifying glass. If you get a magnifying glass and you put the sun onto a leaf, if you keep moving the fucking magnifying glass, the leaf won't catch fire. But if you direct that with focus and energy, the leaf will catch on fire. So if you're trying to manifest something, if you don't know what it is you want and you're like, I don't know what I want, you keep changing your thoughts, you keep on moving around, you will never manifest it. If I gave you some seeds to plant a tree in the ground and you planted them in the ground, would you dig it up the next day to see if the tree has grown? No, you fucking wouldn't. Why? Because that's retarded. You would nourish it. You would water it. You've made the decision. You planted the seed. Let's fucking go. You make a decision to hit a certain goal in your life. 2 days later, you dig up the seed. Why don't I have the result? Let the fuck go of the outcome. Focus on the process and being the guy, and you will attract and draw to you the result. You do not get success by going out there and taking action and taking action and taking action. You get the result by being the guy and drawing it to you. Of course, action is required, but it's a strategic action from already having the thing. It's an energy, like I said. Number 5, pain. All of you guys watching this have goals, bro. All of you guys have goals. But I can guarantee you right fucking now, if you ain't achieving your goals, you're attaching more pain to achieving the goal, and you're attaching more pleasure to staying where you are. Think about it. If you achieve the goal, and this is where you have to ask questions, my bro. Questions open the mind, questions open the mind, statements close the mind. If you're not asking the right questions, you're closing your mind off. If you close off your mind, you're never going to get answers. Question right now, what pain do I link to achieving my goal? No, I don't have any pain. Yes, you fucking do, or you'd achieve the goal. Pain is what is going to push you away from the goal. Pleasure is what will pull you towards the goal. So everyone has dreams and goals. I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do this. But at the end of the day, if you attach more pain to achieving the goal, and this could be deep, bro. It could be as simple as, if I make this money, then my parents might not like me. It could be that deep, man. You could be like fear and rejection or whatever. Some level of pain is attached to the goal. You have to identify the pain and you have to flip it on its head and attach more pleasure to where you're going and more pain to where you are. That will change your reality. Humans are more motivated by pain than pleasure. Okay? Pain will make you move faster. Pain will make you move with more power because you're like, I don't want to be here. I need to move away from here. Look at when you've achieved certain goals. This is the big one I see. An entrepreneur will hit 50K, 100K per month, right? They get to their goal and then they slow down. Why? Because they're like, oh, that was hard as fuck to get here. It didn't really give me the feeling I was looking for. Although I want more money, I'll just stay where I am. So they stay where they are. What's the pain of staying where you are, bro? What's the pain of staying where you are? Number 6, Vision. You need a vision, bro. 99% of people I speak to, what do you want? They tell me what they don't want. Tell me what they don't want. Or their vision is not clear. On a scale of 1 to 10, how clear are you in your vision? It should be a fucking 10 out of 10. You should be able to see your vision in your mind so clearly like it's already done. When you open up your eyes from your visualization, you're like, that's already done. That's already happened. That's my life. Then you move with different energy, bro. I was out with one of my clients last night for dinner. He's trying to sell his company next year for 10 million. I know he's going to do it. And when I was speaking to him, we was talking about, okay, if you already feel like you have the goal, yeah, and you're already operating from this feeling like my goal is already achieved, why would you move towards it? Very good question. Logical question, right? Why would you move towards a goal if you feel like you already have it? Because you are being the guy. Money is just a little checkbox to make sure you're on track to achieving a goal that you have, right? But if you're already being the guy, you just love the game. Who's going to show up better in business? The guy who's chasing money, the guy who's running to an outcome, to an end goal, or the guy who I just love business. Money's a byproduct. The guy who shows up like, I'm already a fucking winner. I'm already confident. I'm already successful. I'm already a millionaire. I don't need the money. I want the money, but I just love showing up. I love the game. He's always going to win, bro. He's always going to win. Look at someone like Alex Hormozi. He loves the game, so he just wins. It's not about, I feel like I've achieved my goal. No, it's stepping into that frequency, energy, and vibration of that reality so you operate like that guy. You already have the thing. You don't need the thing. It's like, think about it. When you get the 10 million, for example, whatever the goal you have is, when you achieve that goal, you're just going to stop? No, you love the game. You love the game. So you're going to keep on doing what you do. Think about it. Let's say you was given 10 million tomorrow. Well, what the fuck are you going to do with your time? This is why I believe you should do what you love. Because why would you not? Why would you feel like you have to struggle and force your way through life, bro? Pick something you enjoy doing. Like, look at this video. We're 26 minutes in. I'll do this for free. I love making these videos. It's a passion of mine. I've already won. The clients I attract from these videos, the money I make from these videos is a bonus. It's a byproduct. You understand? I'm being the guy. I already have everything I want. Now I just keep being the guy and I draw these things to me. I attract more of it to me. Do you understand? You have to have a vision. Without vision, the people will perish. If you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what you're driving towards, if you don't know what it is you actually want to achieve in your life, you're going to take small-ass actions. Your vision should be so exciting, so compelling. When you wake up in the morning, it drives you. It motivates you. It gives you fucking energy. On top of that, you need to know why you want to achieve the vision. If you don't know why you want to achieve it, you're not going to move towards it. Without a true motivator to achieve the goal, you ain't going to move towards it. And when you do this, guys, think of it like this, yeah? Why do you want it? Go 3 to 5 levels deep. I want to make money. Why? Why? It's not money that you want, it's what money can do for you. That's why I always say to people as well, when you set a goal, don't start with the goal, start with a vision. The vision that you dream of. Then you go, okay, this is my vision. What do I need to achieve? What's the goal to make this vision a reality? Right? Last one, number 7, we spoke about this. You need to reprogram your mind. Most of you are going to watch this video. This was valuable. So much value. What the fuck are you going to do about it, bro? You got 2 choices. You either continue through life operating from your old paradigm, which is about 90% of how you operate. We have about 75,000 thoughts every single day. 90% of those are the same as the day before, same as the day before, same as the day before, same as the day before. And you're going to keep on getting the same results, right? Or number 2 is you reprogram your subconscious mind, which is creating your entire reality, which is shaping the life you currently live. Whatever it is you want, you can get it if you program it into your mind. All right? So how do you reprogram your mind? Well, there's 3 simple steps. 1, clear thoughts. 2, emotionalizing those thoughts. 3, acting from that energy. Do this with consistency and repetition. Everything in your life is going to start to fold and bend to these directions and inputs you're putting into your mind. It's that simple. It is that simple. Reprogram the subconscious mind. Whatever is impressed into the subconscious will be expressed. It's a law. But it takes time, it takes repetition, it takes consistency. That's why all these guys that say, I can get you this result in this much time frame. Shut the fuck up. You do it until the goal is achieved. Why would you put a time frame on it? Because then if you put a time frame on it and it doesn't happen in the time frame, you're going to be like, it didn't work. Do it till the goal is achieved, bro. What the fuck? If you know a principle and a formula works, don't say, we're going to do it for this amount of time frame. Do it until the goal is fucking achieved. it does take around 90 days to reprogram your subconscious mind. But if it doesn't, why would you stop? If you believe reprogram my subconscious mind will change my life, why would you stop? So, you already seen it here first, 30 minutes deep, not one stutter. Value. Listen, brother, if you're ready to change up your life, hit the links in the description, work with me. And if you want to level up your life even more, find God and follow me on Instagram. God bless. No slacking.